With your VoiceOver Match Dailicast for today, Tuesday, July 16th, I'm Chris Lanning from NeighborhoodStage.com. Now, all this week, I've been talking about why the voiceover industry is both easy and hard. In today's episode, I talk about your demo and why you just may want to do it yourself. Now, I know a lot of you are then asking the question, yeah, but what about a demo? Because, I've heard you got to get a professional demo cut or you don't even have a chance at getting picked. Well, again, hiring an expert at producing demos to produce yours is certainly a great idea, and it will definitely help you get ahead in the business. Having a really good demo does matter for a lot of people. The thing is, though, getting a demo produced is very expensive. I mean, some of the quotes I've gotten have been upwards of $2,000 or more to get it done. Well, if you're just starting out and you know you're not going to have a lot of prospects early on, that could be a big chunk of change to lay out up front. And also, the reality is if you're just starting out, you're probably not in your finest fighting form yet, right? You haven't reached that pinnacle of what you can do. So spending all that money to get a professional demo done now might just not make a whole lot of sense. But here's the cool thing. You actually can do it yourself. Now, I know there's the ones that are out there selling the professional ones say, yeah, you don't want to do it yourself. It's going to be terrible. And the reality is, the one that you do is not going to be anywhere as good as the professionally produced one. But you don't necessarily need it to be good. You need it to be good enough for now, right? We can always go back. You're not committed. You can always go get one done later. But you just need something now to really showcase your voice. So how do you do it yourself? Well, first, you listen to several other demos. Again, like I said before, go out and listen to the demos of some of the most successful people on those marketplace sites. Listen to the type of things they put in there, particularly their commercial demo. Listen to the different types of ads, the different changes they do, and then see if you can put something together similar, not copy, but similar to that. Now, to do it, you're going to need to write or find scripts that you can legally use. Now, the good thing is that a lot of these marketplace sites actually maintain a library of scripts that you can use. Now, I prefer to write my own just because I always do things the hard way. I like to write, and so I like to write little clever ads that I put together, fake commercials that I put into my commercial demo. Once you have those scripts, then you can record it and edit it yourself. So you go back to where I was talking about training and finding online training on how to do the editing. Once you get yourself up to speed on that, you can certainly record and edit your demo yourself. Now, you're probably going to want to put some music under some of the spots, maybe not all of them, but some of them. To do that, though, it's very important that you need to find licensable music. In other words, music that you have a license to use. There's several resources for that, and I'll cover that in another episode. But just make sure you're using music that you legally have a license to use. You can sometimes get them for as little as $5 for the license, depending on where you get it. But you don't want to be using copyrighted music. Now, I know you're still saying, okay, well, if I do it, it's still not going to sound as good as a professional one. And like I said, it probably won't. But keep in mind, it will also sound closer to the quality that you are right now, that you're capable of turning out at this moment. And in some ways, that's better. Because what's the point of selling a producer with a killer demo that makes you sound super awesome? They hire you. And then the quality of work you turn into them is so far off the charts compared to that demo that it leaves them scratching their head and thinking, quite frankly, that you're a fraud. That's not going to help you. If you're giving them a good demo and they can tell that there's slight issues with it, but that they don't care because they know they'll be able to work with you, then that's better for you in the long run. It also gives you the opportunity to make mistakes, right? As you're learning to do all this and doing these scripts and these different types of scripts, you'll be able to make mistakes. You'll periodically go back and listen to your demo and go, wow, now I'm realizing that doesn't sound good. Well, here's the cool thing. You did it. You can fix it. You don't now have to go pay somebody to redo the demo because you don't like the way that you came off. It gives you an opportunity to find your sound. And then once you've found your sound and have started winning a few projects, you might actually have the money to then look at getting it done professionally. Now, still to come on this week's VoiceOver Match Dailycast, I'll talk about what you can do when you have very little money to spend on your voiceover career. I'll also talk about what you should do when you do have some or even a lot of money to spend. And I'll go over why I think VO is so hard to be successful in. To hear the podcast in its entirety, head over to voiceovermatch.com where you can find all the ways you can listen and subscribe. With your voiceover match Dailicast for today, I'm Chris Lanning from NeighborhoodStage.com. Have a great day.